step in. Ball gets back to compete. Now it's Deeds again from deep in the mid-range. Ball gets back to compete. Now it's Deeds again from deep in the mid-range. Ball gets back to compete. Now it's Deeds again from deep in the mid-range.
Alrighty, Jazz fans, we are back with some more Jazz gaming action getting underway here as we inch closer to Championship Saturday here in the Switch. Some more 3v3 action coming up. The Jazz will be taking on T-Wolves Gaming. Jazz fell last night, for anybody who missed it, in a heartbreaking Game 5 to 76ers GC. A back-and-forth series, trading games. Came down to a couple plays at the end of Game 5. They end up dropping that one, so they will be in the lower bracket here, facing off against the T-Wolves. T-Wolves lost early in the Switch to Nets GC. Then most recently beat the Nets, lost early to Pacers Gaming. Most recently beat the Nets, so they've got on a win streak here in the lower bracket. Jazz first game in the lower bracket. Both teams looking to survive and advance here. Only a few series away from getting to that Saturday, Championship Saturday. We'll see what the Jazz can do here against a team they have not seen officially. Don't know if there were any scrims between these two teams, but not any official games on record between group play or bracket play. We are ready to go here. Starting off game number 1. This T-Wolves team has cycled through a few different lineups. Early in the season, we saw Two-Tack, Sub, Goated, and Bear. Now we've seen Sub get subbed out for Iggy Mo, another threes player, so they will be coming out with Two-Tack, A shooting guard known for hitting contested shots, shooting over defenders, running point in threes. Bear playing lockdown, Iggy at the big. And Bear coming out maybe with the steal early. Jazz fighting for it. Kaze comes up with it, and it leads to a wide open corner three, but no good for Justin, who was a little low on stamina early there. Maybe slowed down his jumper. That's a shot that the Jazz would have liked to hit to start the game. Bear going to go to the rim, try to get two. It's good, and the T-Wolves are on the board first. A hectic first play as Bear poked it loose a few times. Jazz come up with a great look, but not able to do anything with it. This time it's a dunk stick from Justin to even up the score. 2-2 ball game now, and that is something the Jazz look for often, is chances at the rim. They are a very two-oriented team. This T-Wolves team is not. This T-Wolves team is a three-oriented team. As you see, Tutak try to backdoor there on Justin and does it successfully. But look for him to be shooting behind screens all game long. That is his MO, as he likes to try to get shots over the guard. That one's tipped away. Justin comes back up with it. Kaze under the rim. Iggy reaching in the lane, not going to sell out. Kaze takes the dunk underneath. They're going to try to use screens to get Tutak open for threes. Not that they won't take twos when they're there, but definitely a team that hunts threes more than what we've seen out of Utah recently. A pass fake from Bear. He's trying to get baseline. Not going to work on Miami. Justin plays the lane, but they don't give him the steal, and it's a snatch back for Tutak. Fakes baseline, goes back to the corner. And the T-Wolves go up three. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Utah has to be so disciplined on guarding that three-point line. Because of plays like that, Justin goes the other way and gets two. Make that four for him. Inbound to Iggy Mo. Almost a fluke for Miami. Got the right animation. Hand went through the ball. They don't give it to him. It's Tutak working the screen again. They reset to him. Kaze stays on ball. Into the corner. Fat stop. Layup. Scoop. Good. Tutak is somebody when you watch, you're like, man, he doesn't really have a bag. He's not someone that's going to dribble you out of a game, but it's just fundamental left stick moves. You saw the snatch back on the first play. That's a one move. Flick down on the right stick as a turnover comes in for the Jazz. And then the fat stop on the next play. There's a front fade. Close shot, no good. Be like a Franz Wagner or something of the NBA, where it's just so fundamental. And a deep three for Justin is way off. 5% contest. Not generally what we see him taking. Behind the back there. Going to the rim again. Right-handed finish is up and good. Jazz come within one. But to wrap it up, he's just going to do what he can to get what he deems to be just enough space so he can get those threes off as Miami pokes it away. Now it's Kaze getting back on the ball. Does Miami switch on? No, miscommunication. Tutak gets a great look there, but can't get it to go. Do they go back to the screen? Kaze wants back on ball. It's Bear trying to get by Justin, not there, stepping back, Justin on it. 3 seconds to go, 2 seconds. This is when Tutak can work, and he gets the front fading midi, and it's good. There's probably nobody more frustrating at the end of a shot clock than Tutak. He has the ultimate mental green light. A real shooter's mindset, next shot mentality. The Jazz fall back down 3. Justin behind the back, Tutak out of the play, trying to dot Miami in the corner. That's going to be heavily contested. Late release. T-Wolves looking to make it a 2-possession game. It's Bear over the top. Miami jumps out of the play. Are they going to be able to capitalize? No. Iggy dribbles it out. Back to Tutak. Kaze goes for the blitz. Can't get it. 7 seconds to go. Not reaching, knowing it's late in the shot clock. 4 seconds to go. Justin reaches on it. He was a tad bit high. They don't give him the animation, give him the steal. Jazz down 5 at this point. Bear switches off ball. Tutak goes 2 ball. Justin open on the wing. Didn't want it. Going baseline. Dunk again. Good. Back scratching slam there. And Justin has been doing his thing getting to the rim. But a missed 3 early in the game. And then a contested shot from Miami is what allowed the T-Wolves to get up. And another front fade goes there for Tutak, who pops his lock badge. I haven't seen enough T-Wolves games to know if that's what he usually does. You almost never see lockdown takeover unless there's an inside center on the court as the backdoor goes for Utah. It's pretty much exclusively sharpshooting takeover and playmaking takeover. You don't see many lock takeovers. Bear thought about the 3, not there, and it's Tutak at the rim. And the T-Wolves are slowly getting closer to ending this one as they continue to take their 2s. Tutak goes for the reach, not there. Justin Trying to work on the lock badge, but Tutak gets the blitz. The Jazz pick it back up, and it's Justin with the scoop. Now the Jazz need a stop. They have a couple chances to get it here late. That takeover not going to help Tutak on this end. They're trying to cut on Justin. It's not there. Iggy Mo wraps up. Tutak for the win. Excuse me, a little over anxious there. It's going to just push him to 20. A little over eager, I should say, as a full court cut goes there for the Jazz, and it's going to be out of bounds. Now the T-Wolves have a chance to win it. But Tutak with 16 points in this game so far and a chance to add on. A great showing here for him in game one. The Jazz have not figured out a way to get the stops that they need. Now it's Kaze still on ball, but Justin might have to switch on the front fade up and good again. That's a shot he attempted a few times in that one. And now I can say it's Tutak for the win. And they get it to go. Jazz not able to slow him down in that game. That front fading shot is so difficult to guard, especially when you have the point guard with the way the Jazz defense is set up. They're trying to get underneath to stop the rim run or stop the back doors, just body up the center most times. And if you're not all over it fighting for that contest, with the build that Tutak's on, it's going to be incredibly difficult to try to get any contest at all. And you saw that one was wide open. That's what 2K deemed it, even though Justin was right there. It's because he reached in the lane. That's just the nature of the game and of the build. So the Jazz drop game number 1 off of, I think Tutak finished with 18 in that one. So a great showing for him. Bear tried to work out a couple times, but couldn't get anything going on Justin. Agimo is really just the reset in that one, holding the screen and letting Tutak work. On the other end, offensively for the Jazz, nothing too bad. We saw the one contested shot for Miami where he tried to shoot the pocket. It was not there. And then Justin missing the open to start the game. But not a poor showing whatsoever for them offensively. They just did not get the stops that they needed and weren't able to generate any turnovers or anything to get back into the game. If you're a team that's consistently taking twos, if you're not going to switch up and start launching threes, then the only other alternative is you have to get stops or ideally create some turnovers to let you get out in transition, steal some possessions in the game. But for a team that takes as many twos as Utah does, you cannot afford to miss the open threes that you get. And that's what we saw to start that game. But they just do not get enough opportunities to get these wide open threes. They don't hunt the three as much. So when you get them, you have to knock them down. We saw the T-Wolves make most of their shots, especially later as the game got going on. Tutak missed a couple early and then really did not miss after that. So for Utah here, you assume you have been scheming all week, game planning for Tutak, knowing he's the dominant ball handler over there. And the question will be, how do they adjust in this one as he was working the mid-range and working inside? You know that there are going to be a 3 or 2 a game that he's going to get up, especially when he gets that switch on to Justin, having the taller build. It's difficult as is for Justin's build to get contests being so short. So we will see how Utah tries to adjust their game plan here into game number 2. We are just about to get underway here for game number 2. Just waiting for them to start it up outside of the lobby. For anybody who's joining in, the Jazz dropped game number 1 of the series versus the T-Wolves. We'll see how they answer here coming into game number 2. We'll be starting here shortly. We are just about to get underway here in game 2. Timberwolves Gaming took game number 1 in a fairly close game, not a blowout, but a comfortable victory for them. I think they ended up winning by 6 points, 22-16 or something along those lines, but not a poor showing for Utah, but Tutak was the man to watch in that first game. Utah's going to have to do a better job here clamping down as he finished with 18 points in game 1. And now we see a bully animation for Bear to Beast to start the T-Wolves off 2-0, just pushing through Justin. That's a lucky animation, you don't want to say, but not something you can really control on either end. Justin's trying to work baseline, but they switch, rotate out of it. That was great defense there for Minnesota. A man came down. Justin was likely looking for Kaze at the wing, but probably would have been a steal had he thrown it. Now they'll inbound up top. Double cut for Kaze, not there. Screen by Miami. It's Iggy and Bear in the pick and roll. Justin steps back, way back, and gets the 3 to go. Gets Bear dancing. There he's going to do a little refresh, make sure he's not losing any latency. But a great shot there to get the Jazz the lead here early. Now Bear, does he try to work baseline? No, the quick reset. Here comes a screen. It's Tutak stepping back now. Thought about it, going back to him. Awkward catch animation. He has the switch, though. He's trying to cut. Justin all over it. 8 seconds to go. 7 to go. 5. Tutak. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound Jazz. And a foul by Bear. Jazz will inbound here with the chance to work on the lead a little bit. Bear still on ball, and they inbound it up to Kaze. It's Miami on the cut, not there. Screen Kaze, does he slip it? No, he pops to the wing. Justin working, corner 3, Miami. He reads the rotation, and that's 2 quick threes for Utah. T-Wolves tried to get there in time, rotating down on Justin's rim run, but he reads it and dots it as soon as they start moving. Now what can Tutak do? Gets Kaze back onto him. The Jazz playing sides on the screen, but Tutak gets to his spot. It's that 10-11 footer. Front fading midi, very difficult to stop. Get it to Kaze on the wing. Justin resets. Good screen from Kaze. Does Justin take the 3? He does. That looks way short, and it is. Very early open. Back to Miami in the corner. Tough catch. Didn't want it. He's going to take the 2 instead. Layup up and good. Not sure if that shot would have been open for Miami off of the catch with the defender closing out. Justin got a great look there early in the possession, but maybe a slowdown hit as that was very early on the shot. Tutak looking for it. Not there. Maybe want to hit the corner man, but he hits Iggy instead. Reset to him. Justin switches on the ball. 8 seconds to go. Does Miami switch on to Tutak? He jumps out late, top of the key, and it's open. Feel like the Jazz might have been trying to get Miami on a Tutak late in that possession. The T-Wolves took advantage of it. It's Kaze down low now. He gets it back to Justin. Bear reaching in the lane. Not there. 12 seconds to go. Tutak reaching out of the play. Over to Kaze, wide open. And no good. One of the rare misses for him. And the T-Wolves have a chance to take the lead. It's Tutak with the ball. Kaze reaching, and they're going to reset it. I didn't say anything as to avoid jinxing him, but we will likely see, for anybody who hasn't been watching too many Jazz Gaming threes games for the Switch, Kaze over-under on shots in this whole series, and actual shot attempts, I mean, not dunks, like 3-point attempts, it's probably about 4.5, if that. I'm not sure that he will see many looks at all as Tutak tries to get the 3 up, open, but no good. Teams have completely iced him out knowing his shooting ability. He very rarely gets a look that he likes, and it's Justin trying to go to the rim there, 2 guys on him. He's not going to be able to get it to go. Tutak working the offense, step back, not there, behind the back, scoop, punched away by Kaze, but nobody on Utah can find the ball, and it bounces out behind 2 Utah Jazz players. 10 seconds to go off of the inbounds. You keep your eye on how many shots Kaze has. I don't believe he got a 3-point attempt last game. He got one there and missed it. Backdoor cut on Justin. They're going to full sell it. But Two-Tac gets the standing dunk to go. Justin got caught a little too far underneath. Miami tried to make it there late, but he was already in the dunk animation. Now the T-Wolves take the lead here. Justin behind the back, going to the rim. Tries to dot Miami again. Iggy all over it, but he throws it right back to Miami. A misplay, and Miami slams it home to give the Jazz a 10-9 lead. What a wonky animation there is. They always say you don't save it underneath your own basket. That's exactly what Iggy's my player did, and it led to 2 for Utah. Iggy mode trying to Dex out in the corner. It's Two-Tac back with the ball. Justin in back end. He switches on. Iggy top of the key. Does Two-Tac cut again. He tries to fake it. 4 seconds to go. Under the rim. They can't get it. Justin not able to get a body up animation. Any type of bump. Lets Two-Tac get to the standing dunk he was looking for at the shot clock winding down. Justin switches it back over the middle. Two-Tac reaching. Justin working through his stamina quickly. Euro step punched away on the way up. It's the T-Wolves with the ball again. Kaze gets to the ball, but Two-Tac behind the back. 3-pointer good. T-Wolves lead by 4. A big swing there as Justin's Euro step is blocked. And Two-Tac answers with the 3. Can Miami get one of his own? Pass a little late getting there, and it's going to be a speed up in the corner. Miami down low, left-handed layup up and good. That was one of those plays. It was great defense by Minnesota as Miami was thinking if he wanted to shoot the wing 3 or throw the toucher to Kaze. He kind of got caught in between, and they didn't get either look out of it. Kaze, it looked like might have poked that loose, but it gets back to Two-Tac, who tries that front-fading midi again. And Miami says, get that messy trash out of my painted area. That 11-footer is no good, and it will be the T-Wolves resetting up top. They're back to Two-Tac. 7 seconds to go. This is where Utah needs to stop. They jump into the midi again. They contest it, but it ends up being a wide open 3 for Two-Tac, who gets the T-Wolves a 5-point lead. Good defense, but a great rebound there by Iggy. And a nice find on the reset. Two-Tac does pop his lockdown badge again. That must be their game plan, as he does get caught on ball a lot. Throw it backcourt, jump pass to Justin. Justin with Iggy on him. Justin blows by, crossover, dunk. Jazz pull within 3. Big man could not move laterally to keep up with the shifty guard. Kaze goes for the fluke, can't get the steal. And that moving crossover that you see the guards do, that push cross coming across the lane, there's a give and take, because if you play it, if you are sitting on that move, you will get the steal more often than not. But if you're not playing it, it's such a fast move that you're not going to make it back in front if you weren't waiting for it. As you see Two-Tac get the dunk there. T-Wolves now at 19. They throw in the corner. Miami, is that going to be open enough? It is wide open. Now can the Jazz get a money stop? They're looking for one stop here to get back into the game. Two-Tac working to the rim. Step back, wide open, corner 3. I'm sure that wasn't the game plan for Utah, and he finishes with 17 points again. In games 1 and 2, we've seen Two-Tac have 18 and 17 points. Jazz have just not been able to contain him in the first 2 games, accounting for almost every single Minnesota point. The Jazz offense, again, looking great. We saw the miss from Kaze, and for anybody keeping track out, that's 2 3-point attempts. The second one was smothered, but we'll still put it on the board. So 2 3-point attempts for Kaze. I don't know how many he will get. But the Jazz offense was there again for them. Unfortunately, the defense has not been there in the first 2 games of this series. Two-Tac has been slicing and dicing, working the screen, getting the switch, working off ball, really using his size advantage over Justin. We'll see if the Jazz can come up with an answer here, if they start forcing anyone else to beat them and playing very aggressively, perhaps, on Two-Tac in this game number 3. Just to see somebody else shoot the ball. That's easier said than done in 3s with the spacing that is there, but Alrighty, for anybody just hopping in, we have finished up games 1 and 2 of the series in this lower bracket matchup between the Jazz and the T-Wolves. T-Wolves took the first 2 games. It has been off the back of two-tack scoring. Can Utah get a reverse sweep? We saw them do it against Toronto in the upper bracket prior to them losing to the Sixers. So it has been done by this team in this tournament. Can they do it again here against Minnesota? That will be the question. How do they answer defensively? Do they have any options to try to get more threes up offensively? I think there are some pockets, some windows for Utah to get the shots up. That hasn't been their game plan for some time in threes. So it's really about what they're looking for. And right now they've been looking for the rim runs at a high rate. But the T-Wolves are just scoring too efficiently at the moment to try to trade twos if you're not scoring virtually every single play. Okay, we are getting closer here to starting this game as the lobby has just been up. The players are loading in. For anybody coming through, we are about to go or get underway here in game number 3. Minnesota is up 2-0 in the series. We'll see what Utah has here for this game 3. Do they have an answer for two-tack? Will they change their offensive philosophy that has gotten them to this point? And that's always the question. Do you stick with what got you here, or do you make the adjustments that you feel you need to make as you see the game developing? I think there isn't necessarily a right answer. It's two different schools of thought. Many coaches, I'd say generally, want to stick with what got them there, not stray from what their plans and philosophies have been up to that point, but might be needed here as the Jazz go for a second reverse sweep in the switch. And here we are for game number 3. The Jazz have made a substitution with Fiend coming in for Justin. Maybe he will be the answer as far as getting more three-pointers up. The T-Wolves playing back on their heels, giving pockets to shoot. I don't believe Fiend has played in threes yet as far as any tournaments go between the Slam Open and the Switch. He was looking for a 3 early but got doubled. Now it's back to Kaze. Screen again. Down low. It will be a reach-in foul by Igimo. The Jazz will have another 14 to go off of the inbounds. But I don't believe there's been an appearance by Fiend between the Slam and the Switch in group play or bracket play. So what a time to make your debut, down 2-0. Fiend going to the rim, not there, 3 seconds to go. What's Kaze going to do? He's going to have to shoot the leaner. Miami was underneath, but got wormed at the last second. And Fiend still trying to get his feet under him. think had a chance there to score at the rim, tried to dot something, was not there. Now, what can he do defensively? Get in the back end here as they get a steal from Kaze. I was going to say, Justin, not a terrible defender for his guard position. I don't know how Fiend is going to be. It's my first time seeing him here as well. Now hesitating, had Kaze gonna throw it over to Miami in the corner. 3, good. And he gets the T-Wolves helping. Maybe this is exactly what the Jazz are looking for as they take a 3-0 lead off the steal from Kaze. Kaze goes for the blitz again, should have gotten it. But they don't give it to him. Tutak gets a blessing there. Pump fake, back to Bear. Backdoor cut. Fiend plays it, but gets the wrong animation. Layup up and good. A couple lucky breaks there for Minnesota early in this game. And sometimes 2K players feel like if you get it early in the game, you're not going to get the help late. So maybe 2K's looking out for Minnesota early and will help Utah later in the game. Out to Kaze, didn't want that one. It's Fiend pump faking. You know he's looking for his shot. Down low to Miami. Layup, good. Not sure if he would have had Kaze there. I couldn't see how far the defender helped in. But the Jazz are most certainly looking at threes much more than they were in the past couple games. Fiend consistently pump faking and working at the top of the key behind the screen. What do the T-Wolves do with under 10 to go? Big bump there from Kaze. Do they look for Tutak on the off ball or maybe on a backdoor cut? There's the cut, but it's not there. 3 seconds to go, 2 seconds to go. Bear gonna have to get to the rim, and he does. That's a stop the Jazz would have liked to have. Under 1 second to go, Bear was dead in the water. Takes a step, gets a quick burst. Gets the layup to go. They get it up to Miami now. Fiend still looking for his first points in the series. Fading. I don't believe he expected the fadeaway. Now a slip there to Kaze underneath, but he gets thrown out of the dunk animation, and the Jazz are going to have to get back here on defense. Crossover by Bear. Does he try to go all the way? He tries to dot the corner. Miami does not get the steal, and the T-Wolves go up 2. You want to talk about getting thrown to the wolves, no pun intended. Fiend here has been put in a very tough spot as Kaze fakes the slip perhaps. Now goes underneath, not a great take, but comes up with his own rebound. It's out to Miami. Jazz with 10 to work. Slip. Iggy tries to bait it in the corner and Fiend makes the read. You'll see guys do that a lot. When it's a 2-on-1 situation, they will fake like they're going to take the slip because guys are eyeing it so much. Then they try to dot the corner, but in that situation, Fiend, disciplined, not going for the bait, and takes the 2 points. Tutak, wide open 3. Not sure what happened there on defense. But a 3-pointer gets them a 3-point lead. Now it's Fiend LT dribbling, gets Iggy on him. Can he get by the big fella? Mid-range, no good. That was a slow fading midi and extra slow, being a little low on stamina and adrenaline. The Jazz come up with a stop when they need it. Not a bad foul there by Kaze. I'm not sure if there's some connection issues, but you've seen both Jazz Gaming guards now continually refresh their P5 going to that home screen. And some players believe, and maybe it is true, that doing that lowers your latency in-game. We have seen both Justin and Fiend doing that in this series so far. Now a poke away, but Miami comes back up with it. The Jazz need a bucket here. Miami going to the rim, and he takes the 2 points. Miami almost had a chance to jump that one. Didn't commit to it, though. Tries to get the fluke after and can't. It'll be the T-Wolves with a 4-point lead. Bear with the ball. Gets it back to Tutak. Fading 3. That one would hurt, and it does. T-Wolves lead by 7. Fiend still not on the board. Only 1 shot attempt in this game. And no, they're hunting threes bad now. A 7-point game. Jazz maybe not having the faith in their defense to get the stops for them if they continue to take 2 points. Miami slipping again. Fiend tries to shoot the 3 off the screen. Heavily contested. Miami gets the rebound. They are going to take the free 2. It was there a few times in the possession. They bring it within 5, but they're going to have to find a way to come up with about 2 to 3 stops to get back into this game. Tutak in the corner. Takes the screen from Bear. Tries to shoot behind it. No good. Jazz get the rebound. It's Fiend in the corner. Can he get the three to go? A big-time shot. 13% contest. Doesn't matter. And the Jazz come within 2 points. That was stop number 1 for everybody counting at home. Get it back to Two-Tack. Jazz are looking for 2 more stops in this game. Down to Two-Tack again. Throw it into the corner to Iggy. Can Fiend make it there? But nobody to help him. And Two-Tack wide open. A miscommunication for the Jazz. That is a heartbreaking 3 to give up. It's Miami on the slip. Do the Jazz just take the points? They do. The T-Wolves here 2 points away from sending the Jazz home in the switch. A steal from Kaze. That's a big-time play. They get it to Fiend. But it's not going to be there. Back to Fiend now. That pass drug him out a little too far. To Kaze again. Back to Fiend. Screen. Kaze down low. Slam. Jazz taking the 2, knowing they're going to need the stop anyways. That's 2 stops for Utah. Can they get 1 more? Fiend pops his badge. A stop here, and the momentum would swing in Utah's favor. Bear with the ball. Will he go for the post spin? He tries the hezzy speed boost. It's not there. Tries to get to the rim again. The bump animation. 6 seconds to go. If there were virtual Jazz fans, they're standing on their feet now. Back to Bear. Mid-range. No good. Jazz rebound. Now, can the Jazz get the game-winning 3? Do they take the 2 to give themselves some breathing room? Fiend for this game. No good. Cause a rebound. Back to Fiend. Does he look for Miami? No. Jazz reset. It's Miami on the slip. He doesn't want it. Fiend wants to send him home. 3-pointer again. No good. With the badge. Got the looks they needed. They can't knock him down. Now Utah needs another stop. It's Two-Tack. Pull up midi. And how could you end it any other way? Fiend got the shots he was looking for with the badge. Didn't take the 2 points. You see some frustration there showing for Utah as they are sent home in the switch lower bracket by Minnesota. I want to thank all you guys for coming through here. This will be the last Jazz Gaming series of the switch. They had their chances in the upper bracket, lost in Game 5 to Philly, losing that series to Minnesota, so they will be back for the final tournament of 3s. Make sure you guys check out at NBA 2K League on Twitter, at Utah Jazz Gaming on Twitter, to stay in touch with all future games and the rest of the switch for Championship Saturday coming tomorrow. And we'll be back to group play again. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys next time.